Good morning, my YouTube friends. And as my friend Paul Begley, have a cup of coffee. What? Are you serious? Or Sage Wanderer, coffee talk. Anyway, today video really is just going to be a more compilation of the same thing. But it's Saturday, and I have an opportunity to do this video before I go off and spend my nice 3-day weekend doing whatever it is. Now, this video is going to be a lot more of the same, but I want you guys to understand that there's an article that I found. It came on the regular news. It was in Europe. It was their paper, the Daily Mail, and they came out and talked about, how the moon now, they found out that it has this rust on there and this and that or whatever, but the Earth caused it. And it's kind of funny because, it's really weird because without an atmosphere, how could this happen? And, all this other stuff. So part of the story is what they're telling you is true. The other part of it, the reason why, is what they're making it into something else. And they're trying to tell all these people that Earth did it. Well, probably wasn't. It was probably a passing planet that gave its iron oxide as it went by, the tail, and it hit the moon. Okay. This article was 2 days ago, so who knows? So now you look at Mars and go, was that planet always red? Might not have been. They found like places where water might have been, pockets of oxygen, this or that. So if a big red giant went by it and took its oxygen out, and now it's all red and looks like a desert, well, that could really explain a lot. So, with that said, I'm once again going to give you the differences between, I don't have anything now to show you as a prop, but between Nemesis and I got nothing else, and Nibiru, which is blue. Nemesis is a red fallen or failed dwarf star. It's a failed star. It's a dwarf star. It's red. When the sun hits it or whatever it is, it shows up as red. Kind of like when you have a fire moon, a fire sun or something like that, really red in the sky. Kind of like that. But it never shows up unless it's lit. Unless it's lit up. Yeah. Illuminati, really. Okay, so the dwarf star, red. Looks kind of like Jupiter. But it says resembles Jupiter. It's not the same color, but it looks like it through a scope, but it's missing one of the bands, a less band than Jupiter, okay? So there's that. Nibiru is a blue planet. Blue planet. Kind of like here, a water planet. Supposedly inhabited by who? The humanoids or humans or whatever they were that came here and made you and me? Maybe. The war in space, biblically, is not a space war like Star Wars. It's a war between Nemesis and Nibiru, magnetism. Same thing what is happening down here. We've got some places here in America that are already going into winter. It's frickin' September. It's 2 months early. Now, I'm not saying it hasn't happened and it hasn't snowed, but it's snowing earlier. Why? Because the poles are shifting. That's the whole complete deal about it. The poles are shifting, and thus you're having these different weather patterns, okay? So I decided I want to do this video, give you the description between two different things. One evil, bad. One good, maybe good, but who knows really, because if they came here and did all what they say, Anunnaki, then maybe they aren't all that great. But anyway, so that's your war in space. Two heavenly bodies fighting a war. Not people, not God, not the devil planet. And I keep telling you guys this over and over, and I know it's the same, and that's one of the reasons why my videos have started to kind of dwindle down. I'm not doing them as much, because now people don't give a shit. People don't care. I'm going to sneeze. I might be allergic to coffee, because every time I drink coffee, I sneeze. But food, water, supplies, enough to get you by for a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks, and then after that, who knows? Also, working out and trying to stay in shape, which I've tried to do, but have kind of failed, is another thing you should be trying to do. Because you never know when you're going to, and for those who can't, that's going to be the bad part. I don't believe the government will ever tell you, and if they do, you're going to get a 2 or 3 day notice. It's like an asteroid. So there's another article. So yesterday, also, there was a volcano, Fuego, I think, went off, and lightning sparking from the top. Wow, that's pretty amazing. A lot of things are happening. Different weather, volcanoes are becoming more active, earthquakes becoming more active. Used to be the 6.0s were usually the normal, now you're getting them over 7, and sometimes there's 8s. One day there'll be a big one. Hopefully it's not here. We just experienced a fire up in our mountains that was actually more devastating than the quake that we had back in '89. It displaced a lot of people. A lot of people have no homes. They got nowhere to go. So with that, that's just another little tidbit. But one of the things I wanted to go into before I end this video, because I've only got like about another 8-9 minutes. I'm not going to go into 30 minutes, but I've realized that my time on YouTube is pretty much done. The first time I ever did YouTube videos back in 2010 and 11, man, I mean, I'm not telling you, 500 subscribers was nothing. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, in today's world. But I have to tell you this, and I have told you before, and I will admit it, but I won't name who they are, because I'm keeping their names out of it, because they want you to. But if you see me do this, and everybody, and all that, you might know who I'm talking about. I got into watching prison channels, okay, just for some reason. And there's about 4 guys out here that got some good stuff. The rest of them, you just keep talking about your old shit and the stuff you're still doing, and it's still the same thing. Thing is, you guys aren't that credible because you guys have all these subscribers that I know you paid for. Because you can go on here and you can buy subscribers. I went on my computer, I checked it out. You can buy subscribers for a certain amount of money. Then you can carry your phone with you everywhere you go, and you can be live. And it's kind of funny because you guys go live, but then you only get 1 or 2 people that comment, or maybe 50 likes, but you got 2,000 subscribers. Doesn't make sense to me. Oh, well, I guess I bought my subscribers. Here's another thing. One of the things I learned a long time ago from watching some of these channels is that a lot of people can't let stuff go. When they get out, they say they're all about that positivity and, oh, they're going to spread this and and then they don't. Where are you, man? I'm in your hood. Where are you? Splaying the N-word everywhere they go. Yet they say, oh, no, it's just how we talk. Well, in today's world, they consider that racism. Doesn't matter if you talk like that. But there's 4 people, and I won't name them. One guy really has switched himself from where he was. There's another guy who's that way too, but he kind of tends to let things bother him and wants to go fight the guy. That shit should just go out your window. But I'm a guy. I'm a man. Well, yeah, but you know what? Is that guy here? Is he physically touching you? Words on a screen do not affect you. Even me saying something to you doesn't affect you. It's the physical doing of it. When you can learn that and let it run off your back like water, unless it's happening for real, then you haven't learned anything. But I wanted to go into that and say I've learned my lesson with YouTube. I'm probably going to still do videos, but I'm not going to do as many, probably because it looks like my time here is kind of done. And rather than waste all my time trying to help people and do all this and get nothing, 1 view, 2 views, and unless I name it what you're really looking for, then you don't come see it. Oh, there's that guy again talking about the same thing. Oh, there he goes. Yep. Same thing. Well, all I know is the story I've been talking, I've been living. So all I come on here to do is try to help people understand that things are happening, things are changing. And maybe by my telling you, you can help yourself. But people are so tied into BLM, what else? What else are we thinking about? COVID. And I'll give you a little bit about COVID again. Do I believe that COVID is real? It's real. Is it as they say they are and the numbers are as they say? I don't believe that. Do people pass away from it? Yes, they do. Do I know people who have? Yes. I've never met them, but I know who they are through other people. And they were diagnosed with it and they passed away. And who knows, maybe they died of something else and they had underlying causes, but they still died. It's back to an old event where, there's millions of people died and they come to find out it was a few 100,000. And yes, it was very bad. All those people died and they shouldn't have died the way they died. But the numbers are off. It's the same with this. We got a big 3-day weekend coming up. Our beaches are supposed to be closed. I can guarantee you people are going to come anyway. They told me there's going to be law enforcement. They're still probably coming. I'm free and I got to do what Well, here's another thing. This is exactly going on with me and 2 to 3 other friends of mine. And this is what has happened. No matter who you are, no matter what political party you belong to here in America, all this bickering back and forth between these 2 different sides have got me to the point where I am not going to vote. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. And another guy who's a staunch voter, my vote crossed to Delaware, he doesn't want to vote either. And neither does my other friend. Why? Because if you vote for the person that the people don't like, well, you love him and and you're a bad guy and oh my God. But if you vote for the other guy who's got something wrong with him, it doesn't matter because you're trying to get rid of this guy. Really? Wow. Okay, well, you know what? Then throw them both out and get somebody else. So, my vote isn't crossing anything. I'm not voting. Okay? This guy this. That guy did this. Oh, the salon here. Oh, this over here. Oh, this guy there. This over here. This over here. Nothing about any kind of thing for the economy and for you, but about what each one of these people is doing personally. And you know what? My vote's been canceled. X'd out. I'm not voting. Plus, if everything goes the way they're saying, because they're talking about some asteroid and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger as it gets closer and closer and closer, it's supposed to come around in a couple of months, which probably won't hit, but even if it did, even if it was the size of this coffee cup or this rock, if this thing hit the ground, it would be bad. It would be really bad. Well, anyway, my friends, my time is running out, but I wanted to come into a Saturday video for you guys. Peace. I'll be seeing you eyes to the skies when you can. And let me tell you what. I don't know. I might do a video a week now. It probably isn't going to be every couple days like I was doing because it doesn't seem like the interest is there. Everybody's too much into rioting, BLM, this, that, the other thing, reparations this, reparations that, this and that. You know what? I'm fucking tired of it. Peace.